Yes, good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so today we start on with fate biasing. I thought of completing this fate biasing part along with the transistor, or rather the BJT biasing, and then we move on to the amplifiers and rest of the things. Okay, so for fate biasing, I will start with one configuration. I have plans of not doing all the three configurations like we did for the transistor. To give you the basic elementary idea, yeah, I start on with a fixed bias circuit, and then I'll be moving on to the voltage divider bias circuit. One feedback bias circuit I'll be leaving aside. Maybe we can come back to that later once the syllabus goes towards the completion. Okay, so in that situation, let me start on with the fate biasing. Just hold on. It's 40 right now. One more minute for the others to join. Okay, so let me start on. So do you remember FET, JFET? Do you remember JFET, students? We've studied in the previous semester. Do you remember
Yes,
JFET
ma'am.
drain characteristics, drain and transfer characteristics? Okay. Okay, you take down the class notes. For this part, I'll be putting up notes in the drive also. Clipper Clamper will take a little bit of time, but this I could provide to you maybe after one or two classes after I finish teaching. So you continue following the class. Okay, so first and foremost, the concept goes the same that in order to understand fate biasing, we need to draw the load line as usual. Now, in case of fate, we could make two approaches, and we will be using both the approaches. The first one is to draw the output characteristics, that is the drain characteristics, and draw the load line like we did in case of the BJT. And the other nice technique, or a more productive technique in case of fate, is to use the transfer characteristics on top of which we can draw a rather, instead of calling a load line, we call it a network line. Okay, we call it a network line that can be drawn on the transfer characteristic curves, and the Q point can be determined. So the second approach would be actually followed in the analysis of the various circuits that we do. But the concept of drawing the load line on the drain characteristics is also something that you must know. So we start on with that. Okay. So let me draw a simple circuit of a fate using a fate. I'm rubbing out, erasing the heading. Okay. So we are drawing an N-channel JFET. I hope you remember N-channel JFET, P-channel JFET. The three terminals, source, drain, and gate. The source, this is a common source configuration. This is a common source configuration. The arrow pointing inwards shows it is an N-type device. We always give a negative potential to the gate terminal of the JFET. This is the gate terminal, this is the source terminal, and this is the drain terminal. Taking VDD as 22 volt. This is RD. Okay, this RD having values straight away. I'm taking numerical values and going in for analysis, so it becomes easier since you already have an idea of the BJT biasing. So RD is 2 kilo ohms. Okay, and the current flowing through RD is nothing but the drain current ID. You know why I have drawn the direction in that fashion, because conventional electrons flow from towards the channel towards the drain terminal, and therefore the conventional current will flow in the direction that I have mentioned ID with. Okay, so this is the figure, and this is nothing but here plus minus VDS. Okay, plus minus VDS. So this is the circuit that we are going to analyze for the to start with. You see that the source terminal is grounded. This source terminal is grounded. Okay, source terminal is grounded. Okay, gate is biased via the resistor RG. Okay, this is the resistor. This is gate, and this is the resistor RG. Okay, gate is biased via the resistor RG to the negative voltage minus VG, and drain terminal is supplied by voltage plus VDD, which we are taking 22 volts in this case. Okay, so the DC load line for this circuit should be drawn on the output characteristic curve. So what is the drain characteristics, if you remember? The drain character, I'll be drawing it later. Let me write down the equations first. So the drain characteristics that we generally draw is a plot of, can you say anyone, is a plot of what? Drain characteristics ki chilo. What are drain characteristics? Are nothing but the output characteristics. The output parameters are ID and VDS. Input parameters are IG and VGS. IG and this voltage VGS. Okay. So in FATE, IG is generally 0 because of the very high input impedance. So the input parameter is VGS. So what was the output characteristics or drain characteristics? Can any of you just say what is the output characteristics? What is the output characteristics? Anyone? Anyone? I don't want to leave the screen because I'll have to redraw the diagram again then. ভুলে গেছো এই এক সেমেস্টারে? গত সেমেস্টারেই তো পড়লে। আরে ভুলে গেলেও output parameters are VDS and ID. So what should be the drain characteristics? Drain characteristics are nothing but the output characteristics.
VDS আর ID হবে।
হ্যাঁ, VDS আর ID হবে। কোয়েশ্চেন কেন? গলায় কোয়েশ্চেনের সুর কেন? VDS আর ID হবে। Should be a statement. Yes, VDS versus ID, keeping what constant? Keeping what constant? Keeping which input parameter constant?
I'm
Pater-Kit
VGS.
tricks very easy. VGS constant. So that will be the drain characteristics. So you see the coordinates for drawing the drain characteristics is VDS and ID. Okay, like in case of your BJT, let me keep correlating with what we have done for BJT. In case of BJT, the output parameters for which you had drawn the output characteristics was VCE and IC, right? So you had to formulate the equation of the load line which involve these two parameters, that is VCE and IC. So similarly, in this case, the output characteristics, I'll draw it for you once. It looks like this. So it will be VDS in volts, ID in milliampere for fixed values of VGS, for fixed values of VGS. If you remember, the first graph will be for VGS equal to 0 volt. Okay, VGS for 0 volt, then VGS for 0 volt, then VGS for minus 1 volt, and so on till VGS is equal to the pinch off voltage. If you remember the parameters, minus Vp, pinch of voltage. Okay, pinch of voltage. Today after the class, just go for a brief recap of JFIT from your ED notes or whatever you have, your resources last semester. So please give a recap so that it becomes easy for you to understand. So VGS 0 volt, minus 1 volt, minus 2 volt, up to minus VV. So this is the output characteristics or the drain characteristics for an N-channel JFET. And since the parameters involved are VDS and ID, since the parameters involved are VDS and ID, we have to formulate the equation of the load line and draw the load line on this output characteristic or drain characteristics. Got it, students? So now it is the time to analyze the output part of the circuit from this above circuit, so the circuit given, and write down the equation of the load line, and then we will be determining the endpoints of this load line and drawing it on the output characteristic curve or the drain characteristics. Is it clear, students? This is what we are trying to do. Is the objective clear, what we are trying to do, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Responses, please. Okay, fine. So I'm erasing this graph. এখন বোঝো, don't worry, the material will be provided to you. আমি যা যা white screen এ লিখছি, you keep a rough class note sort of a thing, because things written in one's own handwriting after understanding something creates a big impact when you sit to study, because this will only be the framework which will give you the mental strength যে না ম্যাডাম এটা পড়িয়েছিল, আমি এটা খানিকটা হলেও বুঝেছিলাম, I understood a little bit of it, this is the diagram drawn in my writing own handwriting. If you look into this, you will get back glimpses of your understandings in class. Okay, so taking down class note is very, 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 very important. So even if it goes slow, I do not believe in using PPTs. I believe in drawing on board and using this whiteboard just to create the impact that this is the way it should be drawn. Look, if I put a PPT screen, it would have been very smart. It would have been very smart. Yes, it happens for many subjects where it is less of circuits and only facts are there. It keeps on relating block diagrams. So for them, it is okay. But here, where you have to look into or dig into circuits, there this drawing the circuit from the scratch creates a different feel, because you also know from where to start and where to end. Otherwise, if this would come as a solid PPT, a slide in front of you, you had the circuit, you knew it, but from where to start, with which logic to start, you would never understand. So drawing the circuit in your own hands in paper and pen, and that is the way I'm doing it on the board, it's taking time. It's taking the amount of time that it would have taken in a live class. Okay, because that is what we do it, we draw it on the board. So using this whiteboard just to give you that same feel, so that you understand the steps in which the subject is to be understood. In a PPT, it is just a final form in which is presented to you. It is good. It's good in a way, it saves time. It is good for the teacher because everything is there on the slide and I can just correlate things, but I don't think it becomes, it's very advantageous from the teaching point of view, because less labor has to be put in. But I think from the point of the students, it is definitely glamorous PPTs, but from the point of understanding, there is no substitute to chalk and talk. That is right, this writing and this you taking down, because you taking down the circuit will give you the first impression in your brain. I don't know whether I've said these words earlier, I keep on saying these same words. because I feel you might feel that ma'am is not using PPT and things like that and advanced mechanisms, videos and things like that. But those makes things glamorous, and it is maybe useful for other subjects where less of circuits, less of derivations are required, but it will not be very productive for this subject. So this is the way I prefer. If you have any suggestions or things that you're feeling bored of this method, you may tell me. So I go back to the point from where I left. So I need to draw the output characteristics. I need to draw the DC load line. So we look onto the output part of the circuit. We look into the output part of the circuit. That is this part of the circuit. I'm tick marking in blue this part of the circuit, and we will be using the KVL for writing down the equation. So what we can write is we can write that VDD is equal to VDD is equal to IDRD VDD is equal to IDRD. VDD is equal to IDRD plus VDS. VDD is equal to IDRD plus VDS. Therefore, VDS is equal to, we said that we need to formulate an equation which involves VDS and ID, because those are the two parameters which we are plotting on the x-axis and y-axis of the drain characteristics. So VDS is equal to VDD minus, it's VDD minus IDRD. VDD minus, sorry, ID and RD. ID Okay, so it is VDS is equal to VDD minus IDRD. VDS is equal to VDD minus IDRD. Okay, VDD is equal to IDRD plus VDS. So VDS is equal to VDD minus IDRD. Fine. Fine. So I hope you got this equation. Very simple. VDD minus IDRD. So if we need to draw the Q point, we must use two options. One is we put ID equal to 0, and the other is we put VDS equal to 0. So for point A, if I call, I'll be in the next screen, I'll be drawing the diagram. For point A, if I call, for point A, for point A, if ID is equal to 0, for point A, I put ID equal to 0. So if I put ID equal to 0, what is the value of VDS for point A? If ID equals to 0, if ID equals to 0 in this equation, then VDS is equal to VDD. VDS equal to VDD. Fine. VDS is equal to VDD. And for point B, for point B, if I put VDS equal to 0, if I put VDS is equal to 0, then ID is what? ID is what? VDD by RD, right? ID is VDD by RD. Okay, so ID is VDD by RD. So you get the two coordinates on the drain characteristics, that is point A and point B. And with these 2 points, we can draw the load line. I'll be using a fresh screen. Is it okay, students? Is it okay, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay? So I'm leaving the screen. Sharing a fresh screen where I would be drawing the drain characteristics and the DC load line. Okay. So I'll be drawing the characteristics in details. What we are plotting along x-axis is VDS in volts. What you're plotting in y-axis is ID in milliampere. Okay, ID in milliampere, and let us draw the drain characteristics for fixed values of VGS, for fixed values of VGS. So maybe we take this up to 22 volts because I have to keep the value 22 volts in the graph. So this is say 0. This is approximately in between, say I take 10 volts. Okay, 10 volts. This is 22 volts, and we take up to, I need current up to, I think 11. That would be solved. So I take up to 12 milliampere over here. 12 milliampere. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and we have the output characteristic curve for 0 volts. Okay, this is for say VGS 0 volt. VGS 0 volt, VGS minus 1 volt. Just writing minus 1 to save space. Minus 1, VGS minus 2. Okay, VGS minus 3. VGS minus 4, and obviously the one coinciding with the x-axis is the graph for VGS equal to minus VP, which is the pinch off voltage. VP, which is the pinch off voltage. Okay, so how do we get VG? How do we get the pinch off voltage? That is from this point where the curve starts saturating. If you remember, if you drop down that, if we drop down that, so this is nothing but your pinch of voltage. This is nothing but your pinch of voltage, and that we called nothing but VGS off, because that is the last value of VGS off, because that is the last value of the pinch of voltage. That is the last value of VGS that we can actually get. Okay, that we can actually get. Okay, so that is actually get, or rather actually use for biasing the gate. Okay, so that is what we call pinch of voltage. Okay, that is what we call the pinch of voltage. So now this is the curve that we already have. On this curve, we have to draw the 2 points, points A and point B. So what were the magnitudes, what were the coordinates of the point A and B that we found out from the previous equation? So in the previous equation, okay, one thing I missed out. The point A was ID equal to 0. Did you note it down, students? I said, please note it down. Did you note it down, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so tell me what were the coordinates. I don't have it here. So tell me what are the coordinates of point A. For ID equal to 0, VDS was how much? For ID
Ma'am,
0, VDS was how much?
VDD.
Yes,
VDD.
for VDD. That was how much? What was our VDD in this particular case? Therefore, in the circuit, if you
Ma'am,
see,
22 volt.
22 volts. Therefore, we in this particular situation, I've marked a point 22. So that would be my point A out here. Okay, so this would be point A out here. And what were the coordinates of point B? We said that was equal to, for VDS equal to 0 volt, that means it should be a point lying on the y-axis, the ID axis. For VDD equal to for VDS equal to 0 volts, ID was VDD by RD. Okay. So if you look into the circuit, what was VDD? That was 22 volts. And what was the value of RD? I had written it down in the circuit. A
2
circuit
kilo
screen you have it. 2 kilo ohms. So 22 volts by 2 kilo ohms will give you 11 milliampere. So the coordinate of point B is VDS 0 volt and ID 11 milliampere. Okay, so you see it's a point out here. It's a point out here. I call it point B. Please note it down in your notebook, students. Please, আমি যে কথাটা বললাম. So for point A, the coordinates are x coordinate is 22 volts. X coordinate is 22 volts. Y coordinate is 0 milliampere. Right? Y coordinate is 0 milliampere. And for point B, the x coordinate is 0 and the y coordinate is 11 milliampere, and you know how you have calculated it. So once we got the two coordinates, we can draw a line which connects or joins these 2 points, and that would be your DC load line. So we connect these points E and B by the line, and this would be nothing but your DC load line, same as your transistors. DC Okay, this would be your DC load line. And suppose the point of intersection somewhere over here, maybe here, any one of the two could be taken. I take this, could be taken as the Q point. Okay, I call it the Q point. Okay, so DC load line drawn on the fate characteristics. And this DC load line basically would represent all the points that you could include within the fate output characteristic curve. And this is the DC load line drawn for a circuit having RD equal to 2 kilo ohms. This is very important because it is definitely, you know, that it is called a load line. This is drawn for a load line. This load line is drawn for RD equal to you can write it like this. This load line is drawn for RD equal to 2 kilo ohms. It is drawn for a load for RD equal to 2 kilo ohms. Okay. So if you change the value of the resistance, the load line would change. It is drawn for RD 2 kilo ohms and VDD equal to, this is also important, VDD equal to 22 volts. VDD equal to 22 volts. Okay. It's drawn for VDD. Hello, are you people there? কেউ একজন কথা বলো।
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
হ্যাঁ, বলছি যে আগে ডায়াগ্রামটা আঁকতে পেরেছিলে না স্ক্রিন পালিয়ে গেল?
হয়ে গিয়েছিল ম্যাম।
আমার হয়ে গেছিল।
হয়ে গেছিল তো? ঠিক আছে, তাহলে অসুবিধে নেই। আমি এগুলো সব এই এগুলো আমার হ্যান্ড নোটস আছে, আমি বানিয়েছিলাম। তো আই উইল বি পুটিং দিস আপ ইন দ্য ড্রাইভ। ক্লাস ফলো করো, ক্লাস নোটস নিজের মতো করে নাও, আমি কিছু নোটস আমি দিয়ে দেবো, এই পার্টটা অসুবিধে হবে না। আগের গুলো একটু মেটেরিয়াল গুলো দেখেছিলাম যে স্টকিং ফর ইটস 25, 40-45 জন তো অলরেডি ছিল, একটুখানি ওয়েট করে যাচ্ছি সবাই জয়েন করুক। তো আগের ড্রাইভে যে নোটস গুলো আমি আপলোড করেছি একটুখানি দেখেছো? ইটস দ্য ম্যাটার দ্যাট উই হ্যাভ অলরেডি
Yes, ma'am.
discussed, not exactly the way that I have done in class, because ওইভাবে that's the way I do it, মানে সব ওই জায়গা থেকেই পড়া, কিন্তু মানে নিজের মতো করে বলা, that's the way I do in class. But if you take down class notes and if you correlate with the matter and the books that you have, then আমার দেখা হয়নি ড্রাইভে, তোমরা একটু বইগুলো আপলোড করে দিও, ঠিক আছে? সফট কপিজ, ট্রাই ডুইং দ্যাট in the drive. I'll look into it and see whether I could mark out productive parts. Try downloading. I had a version, I'm not getting time to search for it. Try downloading Boylston and Nashelski. This part is taken, this part that I'm teaching you, a part of it is taken from Boylston. I have, it's a huge chapter, fate biasing in Boylston. I don't think it would be very convenient for you to go to the chapter, but mainly the concept is taken from Boylston. If you have the PDF, you let me know. I would be providing you with one, or if you see that you can download the latest version also. You're more expert than me in doing all those things, so try that out. If you can do that, it'll be very useful to you. Amake debar dorkar nei, you can use it for yourselves. Okay, so I think I go back. Oneke hoyto join korche na, waiting for the next meeting. I don't know. Give a message in your group that join for the previous meeting. Maybe it's 29, maybe people are trying to join the new one that starts from 12. I have 10 minutes in this meeting, why should I waste? Okay, so let me continue. So you basically discussing it without the diagram because it's almost over. So you have drawn the cue point, you have rather drawn the cue point, or in other words, you have demarcated the cue point rather, and from that cue point you have actually you can find out the value of the BC values of ID and VDS, which should be actually the points for your biasing. Okay, which should actually be the points for your biasing. So that is what we do in case of our fate biasing, that is drawing the drain characteristics, from the drain characteristics, drawing the load line and finding out the cue point. Okay. Now, what is okay? We'll come to such other concepts a bit later. Let me now straight away go on to the circuit for a fixed bias circuit. Okay. So the circuit that we actually drew is nothing but the fixed bias circuit itself. Okay, so let me redraw it and go in for the analysis. We will be using two modes of solution. One is the graphical analysis, the other is the mathematical solution. So I think graphical analysis gives us a better aspect, but this time with this fixed bias circuit, I will show you that how using the transfer characteristics, I hope you remember drawing the transfer characteristics as well, how by using the transfer characteristics we can get a better solution for the cue point. Better means a more convenient way of getting the cue point. Okay, so let me redraw the circuit. It's a fixed bias configuration. Okay, so it's the fixed bias configuration, and I draw the circuit once again. If the meeting gets disconnected, you join for the next one immediate. Maybe I'll have to draw the circuit again. সার্কিটটা তোমরা এঁকে নাও। This is RD, this is ID, this is plus VDD. Generally, we used to, in the circuits that we have drawn, we used to connect the battery. So this is this drop is IDRD. This is gate, this is source, this is drain. So this is your VDS plus minus. Okay, VDS plus minus. Okay, so this is the circuit that we had. Okay, and what we can write is, you see that if we are taking the input part of the circuit, if we are taking the input part of the circuit, if we are taking the input part of the circuit, then we know that since the input impedance of the phase circuit is very high, the gate current IG is almost zero. Okay, the gate current is IG is almost zero, or rather it is zero. Okay, so IG is zero out here. So let me write it down here. IG is zero. IG equal to 0. Okay, IG equal to 0. So what is the voltage drop across RG? Voltage drop across RG is IG into RG, that is 0. VRG, therefore VRG, that is the voltage drop across RG, is nothing but IG into RG. This is the IG current flowing through RG. Okay, so that is 0. So VRG is also 0. The voltage drop across this is RG. This is RG resistor. The voltage drop across this RG resistor is 0. Since there is a 0 drop across RG, you can replace RG by a short circuit. Okay, you can, and that circuit I'll be drawing in the next, I'll start on with the next meeting, and it'll be a continuation of this circuit. You take this circuit down, write down IG equal to 0, therefore VRG is IG into RG. You write down, I haven't written IG into RG. VRG equal to IG into RG, that is 0 into RG, that is 0. Okay, so VRG is equal to IG into RG, 0 into RG, that is 0. Okay, and since if the drop across RG is 0, you can replace RG by a short circuit. Okay, so that we will be doing in the next figure, and going in for the KVL analysis, and then we will see by how, using the transfer characteristics, we can find out the value of the Q point. Okay, so I won't be continuing in this meeting. Okay, let me just write down the equation since there is time. Since there is time, so I'm rubbing out the heading. So in this particular situation, if you আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি next screen এ ওটা লিখে করছি। ঠিক আছে, is it okay students? Is it okay? Okay, I'm ending this meeting.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
join for the next one. Join for the next one. Yes, just waiting for the others to join. Okay, students. Okay, so I continue from the point where I left. So we said that Ig will be equal to 0, and therefore VRG, or the voltage drop across the resistor, Rg would be 0. So you can replace the Rg resistor or the VRG drop by a short circuit. Is it clear, students? So if I draw that equivalent DC analysis circuit, just hold on. If I just draw that DC equivalent circuit, or the DC circuit for network analysis, then we can write it, we can draw it in this form. So this was the circuit that we had. Okay, this was the circuit that we had. I'll just make modification to this circuit. Right now I'm just labeling that circuit since I have to redraw it. You have it drawn already in your notebooks. This is ID. This is ID. This is RD. Okay. So since this drop, this is RG, This is RG, and this drop across RG. This is RG, and this drop across RG is 0, and this drop across RG, what we call VRG, which we call VRG was equal to 0 because IG was 0. So you can replace this part or the drop by a short circuit, and you can modify this part of the circuit. Look, I'm just erasing this part of the circuit and modifying it. So you can modify this part of the circuit like this. So this is G. You're replacing the resistor by a short, just a single connecting wire. And what we do is we connect a battery. Okay. Fine. So this is plus, this is minus, this is VGG. This is a circuit which is familiar to you, that you had used in your JFET drain characteristics practicals. Okay, so this is ID, this is RD, VDD, and this is the input part of the circuit. So this is G, this is S, this is D. And if you are using KVL to the input part of the circuit, if you are using KVL in the input part of the circuit, if you are using KVL in the input part of the circuit, you can write minus VGG. You can follow any convention that you like. Okay, minus VGG. This drop is VGS minus VGS equal to 0, using KVL to the input part of the circuit. Minus VGG minus VGS equal to 0, or you can write VGS. That is what we actually do. VGS is equal to minus VGG. Remember, giving the various values of the VGS negatives values that we give is nothing but by setting VGG to the various negative values, 0, then -1, -2, up to the pinch of voltage. Okay, so that is what we get. And since VGG in this circuit is fixed by the DC supply, we call it a fixed bias circuit. Okay, we call it a fixed bias circuit. And another important equation that we will be using in the particular situation is the equation, I think, which you also saw, or we rather used not very much, but at least I think you saw it in the previous semester. That is an equation implementing or using IDSS. What is IDSS? Does any one of you remember what is IDSS with respect to the drain characteristics? What is IDSS? মনে আছে কারোর? IDSS আর VP আমরা ইউজ করে একটা ইকুয়েশন লিখেছিলাম। What is IDSS? Does any one of you remember? Does any one of you remember? Okay, if I need to draw it. Okay, fine. So I'll move on to the next screen then. Is it okay? Acha, IDSS আমি আসছি. Is this part clear? If you forget IDSS right now, just for a few minutes. So this circuit and this analysis, that VGS is equal to minus VGG, I think it is clear with all of you. Okay, so using a fresh screen, I hope you've taken it down, students. I'm leaving the screen. Okay. Okay, so we will be, what is IDSS first? Let me tell you. Suppose we had this drain characteristics, VDS and ID, and if this was the curve for VGS equal to 0 volt, that comes on top, this comes right on top, that comes right on top. So this VGS equal to 0 volt, this curve, this current at which the VGS curve saturates is the IDSS value. This maximum value of current where the VGS 0-volt curve saturates, that is the IDSS value. Got it? So that is IDSS, and VP is the pinch of voltage, the value of VDS for which the curve starts saturating. Okay, so that is the value of VP. Okay, so IDSS and VP are the two parameters which I have shown you right now, which you already knew, but maybe you had forgotten. Just I recapped it from the drain characteristic graph that I put it forward before you right now. And let me write the equation right here. So you had an equation ID equal to, tell me whether you remember this equation. ID is equal to, this would be used here now, it is equal to IDSS, okay, IDSS into 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. VGS by VP whole square. IDSS, ID equal to, Sunetra Saurav, take the attendance. First class এ আশা করি নিয়ে থাকলে better হতো, এখন তো আবার অনেক কমই লোকজন আছে। Anyways, এটাও নিয়ে রেখো। IDSS is equal to 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. Okay, and that is nothing but we called it the Shockley's equation. বলেছিলাম কি বলিনি? আমার ঠিক মনে
Yes,
পড়ছে
ma'am.
না।
বলেছিলেন।
বলেছিলাম তো? হ্যাঁ। It was called the Shockley's equation. Okay, SHOCKLEY apostrophe S, Shockley's equation. Okay, Shockley's equation. Okay, so Shockley's equation. So now we have two equations. One is the Shockley's equation, which defines the transfer characteristics for all JFETs, and the previous equation that I had written that we call VGS equal to minus VGG, that is equation that VGS equal to minus VGG. In the previous screen I had written, so VGS is equal to minus VGG, that we called equation number 1. Okay, that we called equation number 2, and the Shockley's equation, which is ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. So that is your second equation. Okay, so now we can go in for a mathematical solution of ID. We can go in for if we know the IDSS value, if we know the IDSS value, and if we know the pinch off value, then for various values of the VGS curves, we can find out the ID or the saturation currents values. Okay, because this is IDSS is the value for VGS equal to 0 volt for the other curves, which are to be drawn for the other curves, which are to be drawn for -1, -2, -3, and so on. You can find out the values of the IDs. You can find out the values of the IDs corresponding to each value of VG by using this Shockley's equation. By using this Shockley's equation, VP pinch of voltage and IDSS would be fixed. So you can find, that is how you can mathematically solve for the values of various ID. But I think our most important concern is to find out the Q point, and we can use the transfer characteristics and find out the Q point by using the Shockley's equation, and that becomes a more handy solution rather than the drain characteristics in case of FET. Okay, both in case of JFET and MOSFET. I mean MOSFET biasing একটা পড়িয়ে দেবো. I've started on with JFET, পরের দিন VDB circuitটা পড়িয়ে দেবো, and maybe one more class could be required to do the MOSFET biasing. That would end this part. Many things are not mentioned in your syllabus, but those things also needs to be covered up before we go on for the analysis of the amplifier circuits. Okay, so those things needs to be covered up. I'll be speeding up the syllabus a bit. Okay, so a long way to go. So I'll be speeding up a bit from the next class. So this is there. I'm not elaborating this again. So let me draw the transfer characteristics. Let me draw the transfer characteristics. I hope you remember the transfer characteristics. So for the graphical analysis, this is, so what we have done with using equation 1 and 2, I'm going to draw the transfer characteristics using the Shockley's equation, that is using equation 2, and by using equation 1, which is nothing but the equation of the straight line, we are going to find out the Q point. Okay, so now let us go to draw the transfer characteristics. So if I plot the equation 2, it is generally the transfer characteristics that we have. This is the transfer characteristics. Okay, transfer characteristics. So for the JFET, VGS is always negative. VGS is always negative, so the transfer characteristics will be drawn in the second quadrant. You had drawn it for the graph. You had drawn it for the graph. So this is a plot of ID in milliamperes, ID in milliamperes versus VGS in volts. This is 0. So that is, if you remember that I had also taught you how to extrapolate the transfer characteristics from the drain characteristics. And we had a transfer characteristics which look like this. So this is basically drawn using the equation ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP. Okay, 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. Okay, so it's overlapping over here the equation. So it's this transfer characteristics is drawn using this equation. And this maximum value of ID is nothing but, I'm marking in green, this maximum value of ID is nothing but IDSS. This maximum value of ID over here is nothing but IDSS. Okay, so this is how, by using the Shockley's equation, you can plot the transfer characteristics. Is it clear, students? Is it clear, students? Is it clear, students? So generally it is customary to select a Q point which is lying at the center of the graph. So in this case also it is very customary to do so. It is very customary to do so. And if this is pinch of voltage, so this is a point approximately, this is a point which is VP by 2. VP by 2. Okay, this is the pinch of voltage, half of the pinch of voltage. So if you put this value in this equation, if you put it in the Shockley's equation, that if the VGS is equal to VP by 2, so what actually you're plotting in the x-axis? You're plotting VGS along x-axis. The ultimate value is the pinch of voltage VP because it terminates in the pinch of voltage. Do you remember, students, do you remember the transfer characteristics? আমার কেন জানি না মনে হচ্ছে ইউ ফরগটন এভরিথিং। আজকে একটুখানি আমি পরের দিন ফিক্স বায়াসটা করাবো, আজকে একটু ফেটটা মানে বিফোর দ্য নেক্সট ক্লাস দ্যাট আই থিংক হ্যাভিং অন ফ্রাইডে, ইউ জাস্ট গিভ আ ব্রিফ রিক্যাপ অ্যাবাউট জেফেট ড্রেন। আর কিছু করতে হবে না, জেফেট ড্রেন ট্রান্সফার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স মসফেটটা পরের দিন পড়ে আসলেও হবে। পরের দিন আমি জেফেটই কন্টিনিউ করব, ড্রেন ট্রান্সফার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স একটু রিভাইজ করবো। এই ট্রান্সফার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা কি মনে পড়ছে স্টুডেন্টস? রেসপন্সেস
Yes, ma'am.
ঠিক আছে, fine. So this VP and this is VP by 2. So if you put this VP equal to this pinch of voltage value equal to VP and this VGS value equal to VP by 2, you see that you can get the value ID, you get the value of ID equal to, if you put the value of VGS equal to VP by 2, VGS equal to this VGS in the Shockley's equation as VP by 2, because this is the value that you're choosing to draw the straight line. You get ID equal to IDSS by 4. IDSS by 4. দেখো এই ভ্যালুটাই পুট করো, IDSS by 4. ID equal to IDSS by 4. ID equal to IDSS by 4. So therefore here if you take, so one, if this is the total value 1 2 3 4, so ID equal to IDSS by 4 is approximately somewhere out here. ID equal to IDSS by 4. So this is one point. This is one point that you get over here. Okay, VP by 2 and this is IDSS by 4. VP by 2 and IDSS by 4. VP by 2 and IDSS by 4. Okay. Okay, that is the plot of the Shockley's equation and estimating the point of IDSS by 4 by putting VGS is equal to VP by 2 in the Shockley's equation. That is first part of the analysis. Okay, second part is you need to find out the Q point. You need to find out the Q point. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You have to use equation 2. VGS is equal to VGS equal to আগের ইকুয়েশনটা ছিল যেটা ইকুয়েশন 1 বলে লিখেছিলাম VGS is equal to minus VGG. VGS is equal to minus VGG. So which is the point you choose? VGS is equal to minus VGG. Okay. Is it clear, students? Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you have now, if you put values and if you draw a graph, this is the theory. I'll leave the screen, I'll move on to a fresh screen. When we do a numerical, it will become clear to you. It's 12:20. Let's see if I can give you an example. After drawing this graph, it will become clear to you. So this is the transfer characteristics that we are dealing with. Okay, this is the transfer characteristics. This is VP. Okay, this is ID, maximum value, IDSS. Okay, this is 0. This is VGS. Okay, we are plotting negative values of VGS. So if you're plotting the transfer characteristics, it is something like this. So this is the device line. The Shockley's equation is representing the device characteristics. This is representing the device characteristics. Okay, this is representing the device characteristics, and at a certain value, that is we are going to see what that value is going to be exactly when we solve a numerical. You what is the line? What is the line if you write VGS is equal to minus VGG? VGS equal to minus VGG. What is that line? VGS equal to minus VGG. It is a line. It is a line which will be parallel to the y-axis. So if I draw a line VGS at any value of VGS, if I draw a line, where I'm going to draw the line, I'll come to that in the numerical that I'll do. So if I draw a line like this, so this is a line. This is a line. Say at this is VGS equal to minus VGG. Equal to minus VGG. So this is a line parallel to the y-axis, and the intersection of this line with this device characteristics gives you the Q point. This gives you the Q point. So this gives you the value of IDQ. Ebar kothay line ta tanbo ekta numerical kore it becomes clear. This is IDQ, and this is nothing the point where you have actually dropped down the vertical from the Q point. This would be called your VGSQ. Okay, VGSQ. Now, using all these concepts, let us do a small numerical which can give you the idea of how you can draw the load line. Okay, how you can draw the load line. Let's see whether we can finish it or we'll continue in the next class. Is this concept clear? Ki bujlam? Drain characteristics, DC load line টানা যায়. That was the concept 1. Second concept is using the same fixed bias circuit. RG কে 0 করে RG কে short circuit করে দেওয়া হলো because the drop across RG is 0 because IG is 0. That is concept number 1. Using that, you use KVL in the input part of the circuit to find out the equation VGS equal to minus VGG, equation number 1. Equation 2 already you've studied in FATE, that is the Shockley's equation. Using the Shockley's equation, we can draw the transfer characteristics drawn between points in the second quadrant, that is pinch off voltage, and IDSS, the maximum value of the saturation current for VGS 0 volt. Okay, so from there, two concepts. One is at VGS equal to VP by 2, pinch off voltage by 2, we have ID equal to IDSS by 4. That is one demarcation. And the second, we'll see its significances in due course. And the second significance is that by using the Shockley's equation, we drew the transfer characteristics at a point VGS equal to VGS Q. We drew the straight line equation, which is called the network line. This would be called, so that is the device line I forgot to mention. And this straight line, it comes from the network parameters, that is the resistances used and things like that. So this is called the network line. This is called the network line. That is called the network line. It's more appropriately kind of load line now, we call it the network line. So since we are using load line, because load line is generally associated with the resistance in the output part of the circuit, which comes when we draw the drain characteristics, because that is the output characteristics. Okay, so transfer characteristics যখন আমি use করছি, I cannot use the load line because the parameters of the graph will not match. The load line would be using the output parameters VDS and ID. The minute we are drawing the transfer characteristics, we will not be able to use that load line because the coordinates for the transfer characteristics is different from that of the drain characteristics. Transfer coordinates হচ্ছে VGS and ID. তাহলে আমাকে যদি VGS আর ID মিলে একটা গ্রাফ, একটা straight line আঁকতে হয়, so it should be related to the parameters of the input part of the circuit, and that is nothing but the equation that we developed. VGS is equal to minus VGG. I hope you understand, students. I hope you understand, students, that why we cannot use the load line out here, and therefore we do not call this the load line, we call it the network line. Load will be used for the output resistor. And this is the network line. Clear, students? Clear? Clear? ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আমার মনে হয় it's 4 minutes. I'll leave you at 12:30. We're doing classes since morning. So I think we continue. You go through this. ঠিক আছে, তোমরা এগুলো, আমার মনে হয় others are remaining silent. A few people are very you remember things, but you just give a recap. আমার আগের দিন বলে দিলে তোমাদের ভালো ছিল. I missed it out, that just recap little bit of JFET and come back for the next class. তাড়াতাড়িতে সেদিন আর বলা হয়নি। So I think for the next class Friday, you give a recap of, you get a day in between today and tomorrow. You recap JFET and you come back so that we explain this Q point business with a little bit of numerical details, and then I will be moving to the fixed bias cell. Okay, আমি আজকে আর পড়াচ্ছি না, আজকে পড়ালে আর বুঝতে পারবে না, আর বেশিক্ষণ নেইও। আমি নিউমেরিক্যালটা স্টার্ট করলে I won't be able to end it. Okay, responses please, students. বলো, কিছু একটু বলো। সুনেত্রা, অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নিয়েছো?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম।
Preeti, was it okay? Preeti, was it okay? Preeti, was it okay? Can you speak, students? You should be able to.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ঠিক
Yes,
আছে,
ma'am.
রাহুল বলছে yes.
Ma'am.
মনোরঞ্জনা, অনেকদিন শুনিনি গলা। Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Tiyasha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. ঠিক আছে, I think সুনেত্রা, attendance done? এখানে তো অনেক কম attendance.
Ma'am.
আবার attendance কমছে কেন ক্লাসে? ক্লাসে attendance কমছে কেন? কেউ কথা বলবে না। ঠিক আছে, it's no use asking you because I know you from the last semester. You won't be replying, I know. Fine, so I end the meeting here. You give a brief recap about JFET, and you come back in the next class. We'll be going in for the details. Okay, fine. Thank you, students. Start leaving, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,